Play, draw and guess with custom words. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't know how to use this thing. It's sort of new. I've done a few lives. Let's just see if people come and join us. Hello? Glow League. Points required. What's points like? Current task. Use a sticker during a live. Use a sticker. What's a sticker? What's the sticker? Hello anyone, if anyone's there. No one's even there. Stickers, hello. Sticker. Text. Oh, ask me anything. Yeah, okay, that'll do. Yeah. Is that there? Can you see that? Ask me anything. I don't even really know how to use this, my friends. Ask me anything. I've completed something. I've completed a task. Ha! What's next? Oh no, what's going off now? Something's gone off. Hey, it's mad how you can do all these mad things, isn't it, whilst you're live? Oh, I've got 2 viewers, I think. Is that right? Can you do us a favour here? Can you just give us a few likes, mate, so I can try and get my stats up a little bit. Those that have been watching my feed, I'm an homeless fella. If you want to know why I'm homeless, you can just ask me. I think I've put this thing here because it says put a sticker on. It says current tasks. Put a sticker on. So I've put a sticker on. I'm just being prompted by technology. Yeah, crackers there. How are you doing this evening, guys? Did you have a good Christmas? I meant most of it, mate. It weren't too shabby. Weren't too bad at all. I had a nice Christmas dinner. This fella from Cambodia, or well, I think he was English, but he lived in Cambodia. He cooked a fair bit of food, and I cooked a nice bit. I had a few bevies, a few shandies to see the Christmas in. What he's doing for New Year? There's me asking you lot questions. This is meant to be ask me anything. Is anyone speaking? I don't even know. Hello, Steve. Nice to see you. Can I wave to you? I can wave to you, I think. Hello, Steve. Monty Gold. Steve, I'm gonna follow you. Hello, dude. Nice to see you. Welcome to my feed. I'm called Phil. I'm a homeless fella, but I'm homeless, not hopeless. I work every day. I've been homeless since 30th of June, and I graft every day, whether it's painting, cleaning, labouring, and if I ain't got any work at all, I sell these good vibes, mate. I deal good vibes. I sell good vibe stickers, my own creation. I get by. I make enough to survive. I'm just struggling to save. I'm staying in an empty house at the moment. My friend's moving into an house tomorrow, this house, and he's letting me shelter here tonight, so at least to save me a few pennies. I had to spend much money on any accommodation today. The plan tomorrow is to get about 150 quid together and pay for an Airbnb or a B&B for the week, and then I can just put my stuff, my bags and that there. I can just put them in there. I don't have to carry them around because that slows me down, carrying all my stuff. And today in the rain, wow, I got absolutely soaked. And then I was freezing on the cold buses, which are opening windows because of ventilation, in case you catch that deadly cold. Remember that deadly cold that everyone was shitting us on about last 2 years ago or something? What is on with this evening? Is anyone actually going to speak to me? Would anyone like to speak to me? Invite the Monster 3000 to go live together. Oh, I don't know how to do that stuff, mate. I don't know how if that works. Well, what do? Just invite you in? Invite people in? Give a like, someone. Hit me screen. Come on, bash me screen, guys. Bash me screen. I need to get some of these tasks done. Oi, John Watson. Hello, brother. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing, mate? How's life treating you? I hope all's good and your Christmas was absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. Mine were pretty cool to say I'm homeless. I don't claim any benefits. I get by just by earning my own money. I've not done too bad. In the last 3 months I've made just under $3,000, which is not too bad. It's like $1,000 a month to say I'm doing my own thing. I need to get a flat or an office. You know, an office will do. I could leave my stuff in the office and I can go on my travels, work away and come back and do my paperwork and stuff and just store everything in the office. It's going to need a few £100. It won't take me long to make. It won't take me long to make because I won't sit there on my house. Today I come out the train station at Sheffield, and there were a poor lad sat on the street in the dust, in the dirt, begging. You know, I sat and spoke to him. I got him a coffee, and I give him one of my stickers, and I explained to him, you know, about what I do and that. I was like, you know, mate, I was explaining to him, these police that claim to help us and that, they don't give a shit about it. Just leave it there rotting. But then they've gone around finding people for not wearing masks and having too many people. And can you remember when you could meet your nana at Witherspoons or a pub, but you go to her house? Can you remember that, anybody? That was absolute insanity. When that happened, I was like, wow. The kicker for me was the Omicron, which is actually an anagram of moronic. It is what it is. Take it as it is, mate. Take it as it is. Encourage your viewers to share your live and invite more friends. Okay, viewers, I am encouraging you to share this live and invite friends, please. I'm just an homeless dude. I used to do a lot of fundraising. I've done 5 boxing fights, 1 bare knuckle and 4 gloved. People were making out that the gloved fights, you had 8 weeks of training, but the training was like orchestrating a fight like as if it's a show, you know, like as if it's all planned out and it's like an act. Is it 8-man, 2 lads trying to tear lumps out of each other, mate? Ultra white collar boxing, guys. If you ever want to get fit and if you ever want to help a charity, get involved in white collar boxing, ultra white collar boxing, uwcb.co.uk. Check that out. Changed my life forever. Because I used to be so out of shape, man. That was me. Look at the state of me, man. Wow. And just through fitness and health and eating well, a doctor wanted to put me on some tablets then. He says, you've got this and this, and I recommend you have this prescription. And I said to him, why would I want to turn you from my consultant to my dealer? And he laughed, and I said, you're laughing because you know it's true, mate. So instead of taking tablets, I run about the country, right? I've done 22 half marathons through the lockdown. I'm on an app called Strava, which is a running app. It's GPS tracker. It tracks your GPS movements. You can't cheat it. I've done 22 half marathons on there, and I've walked 112 marathons. I started boxing after my last ultra white collar boxing fight. I started boxing for a boxing club called Wilbecar Community Boxing Club, and I raised them just shy of $4,000 for the roof repairs and bits and bobs and new equipment and stuff like that. That was awesome. I had 7 amateur bouts. I then I became homeless in 2019, and I went to the Salvation Army on Lawrence Street in York, and they invited me down to at first I was a bit irate because I was my anxiety, and I suffer with mental health, right? I'm hyperactive. I've got ADHD. This is what they say. I've got ADHD, schizotypal personality disorder, multiple personality disorder. But I went to see these people, and they couldn't help me, so I was a bit upset. But then they said, come down to the gym at York Masters Boxing Club. So I went down to York Masters Boxing Club, and they paid my month's. I was homeless, and they paid my month's membership every month, and I could go to the free sessions with the Salvation Army, and I became a volunteer, volunteering my time and energy to encourage people to hit the bag more and run and just get fit. It was really, really cool. And they actually helped me, Salvation Army. They put £200 up front and got me my flat in Doncaster. Now, on the 9th of September 2021, police came to my friend's door and put the front door through and arrested me without a warrant. And I was at the window saying, if you show me the warrant, I will peacefully come out of this house, no problem. But right now you stood there with no collar numbers on whatsoever. You could be anyone in a police uniform. And they wouldn't show me a warrant, and they ended up coming with a copper came in like a scruffy uniform, no collar number, with a big red key, you know, the big red key, 1 second, the big red key, put the door through, and but it wasn't even the red key, it was spray painted black. Hope you're okay, Sky. Yeah, really good to see you, my friend. How do I like comments? Can I like comments? Love you, sis. Love you, sister. You're a shoe, mate. See, so they came and arrested me, and they put me in prison for a Facebook post. For a Facebook post. I got longer than a paedophile. I got longer than a rapist for a Facebook post. Right? They put me in prison for a Facebook post. And the judge just got very angry with me, because when courts go ahead and do these transactions, these places, courts now, they're not places of justice. They are places of commerce, and they are just doing business. The Crown are just doing business with the surname, and we are tricked to perform in person, so they can do. Anyway, so that's a different story, right? So the judge was getting angry with me because he was saying, "I strongly recommend you get representation," and I was like, because he was calling me Mr. Hartley, and I said, "Just Philip, lacking corporate status," and I said to him, I said, "Why, Your Honourable Justice? Why would I need to be represented if I'm already present in this room?" And he got angry with me, and he sentenced me in anger, and he's not supposed to do that. It goes up against his principalities, if I think I'm saying that right. The 7 principalities. It goes against me. It goes against his oath. It goes against the oath. Every judge that dealt with me, that dealt with the business, did the business, every time I was took to the court. I mean, at one time I was forced to leave the prison cell. I was forced by threat of violence to go to this hearing of the magistrate, and it was during a lunch break. And I was like, I'm eating my lunch. Why do I have to go now? And there was no legal representation, nothing. There was no nothing. I went in and I asked them, is this a proceeding that requires an act of incorporation? And that's all I asked them, and they get angry with me. And all I'm doing is asking them questions on what they're doing, because they're up to no good. And they kept me in prison because of a Facebook post. In 2019 February, a lass rang me and said, "You've got a son. I've got a baby 2 years." So I went to see this baby. He looks like me. He looks like me daughters. I was thinking, yeah, he's my son. Yeah, nice one. I went to see him a few times. Then I didn't want to be in a relationship with her. I said, "I'm not coming to see you. I'm just coming to see the baby." And she got angry with me, and I went, and then she stopped me seeing the baby. So I applied in person. I applied to the court in person, and I went and I attended a DNA thing, and she wouldn't do the DNA. So I thought, so I removed the application. I was like, what's the point of me going through all the court and everything when she wouldn't even prove he's my son? So I left it, and I what's these? 1 second, I will enter you. 1 minute, because I'm just lost in chat, and I will let you come in, mate. As long as you're not going to be abusive and shit. I'm not going to take no abuse on this channel, but I will answer any questions, no problem. But 1 second, so I've got lost a bit. Oh no, yeah. So she wouldn't do the DNA, so I've removed the application, only to be wrong during the pandemic on the 1st of June 2020 by these people claiming that they are family court. And I said, there's no application, what are you on about? Put phone down, and I made a Facebook post. I then ran 9 half marathons throughout the year, and in December 2020 I received an email claiming to be from GLD, which is the government's legal department, claiming on behalf of Her Majesty's Attorney General, saying that I was going to be done for a contempt of court for making a Facebook posts about this family court matter. And I was like, but I had no reason to believe whatsoever that they were really judges and people on the phone, So I made a Facebook post about it. Nothing ever happened of it. The email, I tried to explain this to the judge. I said, Honourable Justice, the email said, unless I remove these posts, I will be held for contempt. So basically, you've committed a crime, but we're going to let you get off with it. What a load of bollocks. So I never took it serious. I asked, because I kept getting emails. One email I got at 3 a.m. in the morning, probably of someone pissed and smashed off the face on cocaine and stuff. And they messaged me saying, oh, blah, 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 you will be held content, and sent me all this legal bollocks, trying to scare me and stuff. And I said, right, well, send me all this via, send me all this correspondence via Royal Mail, paid postage. And an envelope was posted through the door of the house where I was staying, and the flat where I lived, and it was no postage on it, nothing. It was hand delivered. And I was like, this is bollocks. So I never took it serious when they were emailing me saying, you must be at court on this day. I was thinking, bollocks. If you haven't sent me a letter, signed with a wet signature off a judge, then that's bullshit. So anyway, I got 10 months. The judge sentenced me for 10 months. And then I was meant to be released on the 15th of February, and they held me in prison, and I have paperwork in this bag here. I have paperwork in this bag. None of the paperwork that they've kept me in prison with on remand is legally binding, because none of it's signed. So no one can be held liable for it. So it's not even legal. It's not even a legal document. So I've got proof that I've been unlawfully held hostage in prison at the whim of corrupt officials and authority figures in my local constituency in Doncaster, in South Yorkshire. Anyway, if you want to go live with me again, they are so corrupt, mate. And thank you, Sky, for sticking by me. Thank you, everyone that wrote to me, everyone that emailed, everyone that stood by me and knew what they were doing was wrong. I mean, I was arrested. I was on Dispatches, Horizon Dispatches. I was arrested for being in Hyde Park on the 16th of May, 2020, 4 days before Cheese and Wine and Partygate, and I was arrested for being outside during pandemic whilst I was surrounded by hundreds of different people, and I was arrested by a police officer without a mask on, with no gloves on, and it was what a load of bollocks. The police kept me in the cells at Charing Cross all night until 11 p.m. and then released me knowing I couldn't get a train home. So forced me to stay on the streets. So they arrested me for being outside during coronavirus and then forced me to sleep on the streets. And I have all evidence. None of this is fabricated, my friends. I have all this backed up digitally. I have it all backed up. Gmail, Gphotos, Google Drive, Google One, everything. I have every document, every single piece of paperwork that's ever been involved with the legal name Mr. Philip Anthony Hartley, and between the Crown and Hartley. I have every single proof of corruption, of high seats. I'm not at war of men of flesh and blood. I'm at war with spiritual wickedness in high seats, my friends. So, my friends, I've got 743 likes, my friends. How amazing is that? It's the truth. Thank you, Sky. I just try my best to teach people to love each other, right? That's the main commandment. It's not a rule. It's not a recommendation either. It's not a statute or an act. It's a commandment written on the hearts of man. Love your neighbour. That is it. Good vibes and love each other, my friends. This is all I stand for. And every day, because of the things I've done, the marathons I've run, the boxing fights I've done, the people I've fed, the people I've housed, the people I've saved, the people I've risen from dead fictions, you know, in the Bible. I don't turn off just because I'm speaking about Bible, because I'm not a Bible basher. I just want to point out something. In Revelations, it states that the dead shall rise. Now, 2020, just up until 2020, I used to walk around saying, I am Mr. Philip Anthony Hartley. And now I know that Mr. Philip Anthony Hartley is nothing more than a legal, fictitious entity created by a contract, a deed, called the birth certificate. So it's not living, it's not got a heartbeat. So it's a dead, fictitious thing. It's dead. It's not real. It's not living. I'm living, Philip, a man born. Right, Mr. Hartley was created by contract, and it's not. But I used to claim to be it, or I used to claim to own the name. You know, I'm just a man called Philip, son of Amen, from the household Lestrange. That's who I am. That's who I am, a son of God, son of the Most High, of the one true Lord, my friends. So, is anyone wanting to ask me would anyone like, thank you, I love you, Sky, I love you, mate. And I get a chance all day to speak to people about positive things, you know, and I try and encourage them to not wake up and stick on the news, stick on the telly, and fill their body with negative energy and vibrations. Believe in the unseen, my friends. Energy is very bloody real, just like a magnet. Just like a magnet can repel, the positive side of a magnet can repel the other positive side of a magnet. There's a force there. You can't see it, but it's there. It is there, you know. You can't see a smell, but it's there. You can smell it, can't you? You can't see it, but you know that there's some sort of energy, vibration, some wave, something coming off that. It's emitting some sort of frequency, isn't it? And but you can only sense it with smell. We're limited, my friends, to 5 senses. We're very limited in them senses. We're very limited to the limitation on the light spectrum that we can see is tiny compared to the size of it. And same with hearing, same with it. There are things that right now there could be entities in this room with me right now, and I would never know because I've not got the senses to sense them, but they could be there. And I love being open-minded like this, my friends. Keeping my mind awake and vibrant and electrified, you know. We're electrical conduits, aren't we? We breathe in and we breathe out. The pendulum of life. We are constantly in motion. Yeah? You're meant to be moving. Don't sit down all the time. Don't sit and stare at one spot for hours on end. Because you're not built to do that. If you buy a car and you don't run it, what happens, my friends? It breaks down, doesn't it? Same as if you muzzle a car, it breaks down. Same as if you put things into the engine that are not supposed to be there, it breaks down, doesn't it? Doesn't it? We're seeing a lot of news lately as well about things, people passing, unfortunately. I'm seeing more news about people suddenly passing away than I've ever seen of dying of COVID. My friends, I shouldn't say that word because I might get banned. It's very scary because these ruling class elite, they own everything, Google everything. You have cameras everywhere. There's a camera when you're sat on a bus, right? Even if you don't own a camera, mate, you're on camera. Even if there aren't cameras on that bus, if people are sat there with their phones in front of them and they can see you, there's a network of cameras all over. People have got cameras in their house thinking it's for their convenience. Oh, yeah, you know, your children running around naked and that, mate. These nonsense are watching and filming, and just be careful, man. Buy things that you can put over your camera. So when you're not using the camera on the device, cover it. Cover it. Buy yourself some EMF protecting phone cases and stuff, and get some EMF protecting jewellery, because we're sat, like I was just speaking about the magnets and things you can't see. I'm sat right now in a sea of signals. Microwave technology is pumping signals through my body, and that's causing my body disruption, on a cellular level, because it's a cellular network. You get me? It affects you on a molecular, cellular level. When cells become disrupted, they toxify and they butt out exosomes. Exosomes can accumulate on your throat and chest, and then I've found that sat in this radiation all the time, it's like congealing at the back of my throat, and in the morning I'm coughing up some right long, horrible... You must be feeling this, my friends. You must be feeling it as well. It's not COVID. It's not that. It's sat in a sea of... immersed in electricity, in wireless electricity. Of course, when you bump up the electrification of planet, people fall poorly, don't they? Yeah? And God help us for this 6th generation tech. More and more people are going to be dropping. But them rulers, they know that they can just blame it on a cold. They can just blame it on... They know that people are more bothered about EastEnders. People are more bothered about fictitious characters dying on soap operas and stuff like that, my friends. Do you know what I'm saying, my friends? Really nice, guys. Let's have a look. So if anyone, I'm sorry about not ignoring your request to go live. If you'd like to go live, I'd like to go live with you. But like I said, I don't take any abuse. I'll just delete and block you, and that's fine. I mean, you can come and say what you want. I mean, I am a man called Phil. I have a checkered past. I was on drugs. I went to rehab in 2011, and my life changed. I was blessed with children, and you know, my life has not been just about me anymore. It's been about teaching my children from afar, because unfortunately I've had children to abusive. They can say they're not abusive because they never punched me or he beat me up or all that. Yeah, that's fine. But if you use children as a weapon, and the loving bond between a parent and a weapon and a child as a weapon to manipulate and coerce another, that's abuse. That's domestic abuse by proxy. That's child abuse and domestic terrorism, my friends. And I know about this because I've been going through that for 10 long years. I have a beautiful daughter called Hope. She's amazing. She's 10. I have a beautiful daughter called Tiana Banana. She's beautiful as well. And I have a daughter that I've never met, Harper. I do a daily diary on Facebook, Daddy's Daily, and tattooed on my wrist here. Daddy's Daily, Dad dies daily. And when I make posts about it, my haters, they think, oh, look, he's down, let's kick him. And they come with all the nastiness and shit and that. But like, I do them with a big smile on my face and joyful, you know. Same as a lot of people think like I stalked my ex's wall and stuff. I don't know nothing about my children, and I've never known nothing about them since 2016. Because when I'm older, I want my children to tell me about them. I want to learn about them from them. You know, that's one of 3.4 thousand lives. That's amazing. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. May the Lord be with you all. May my Lord Jesus Christ be with you all of you. So, what's up for Flying Saucers? Hello, my friend. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you on here. Thank you for being on here. I appreciate you being here. I'm just explaining to people who I am and why I'm homeless and stuff. I've been set up by the corrupt government because I speak truth. I speak a true doctrine. A true doctrine, a double-edged sword that can turn all legality bollocks into nonsense, you know. I cannot be coerced to perform in person. I cannot be coerced into any acts of incorporation. And I truly believe that all men should be aware of any contract that they are entering into, whether it's verbal or written. You know? So, yeah. How's the evening going? Who's watching soaps? Who's watching soaps on that? I've got 99 viewers. That's absolutely amazing. What's this? I got some roses. Respect, Nathan, my friend. Nathan is a really nice guy. My friend, he's supported me for years, watched my journey, followed my stuff. In 2016, I'd done a tent city. I saw people on the street in Doncaster, so I decided, let's get them next to the council, put some tents up. Boom. It says, right, there's your problem. I kept the fire burning for 4 weeks, and I got a lot of shit, and people, especially from the services that had millions and were doing jack, you know, and there's little old me running around like a lunatic, keeping fires going and cleaning and keeping rubbish down and stuff, my friends. Wow, I got some lightning and stuff, man. This is amazing. I got some like gifts coming through. This is pretty cool, man. Thank you, guys. I really like it. Some roses. Well, this is fantastic. Guys, this is like my first real proper live on here, where I've got a nice bit of following and viewing on it and that. And if anyone would like to know more about me, all you've got to do is search #LoveCampaigner on all social media profiles, all, and you'll find me. You will find one individual called Darren, a man called Darren who performs as Mr. Burke, a representative for a local tabloid called Doncaster Free Press. You will find stories and you will see how obsessed and nasty this man is, and how he's tried his best with his corrupt friends in the high seats in authority that I've just been speaking about to set me up in prison and have me beaten up by the gangs and stuff like that. But people in prison respected me because in prison it's just like a council estate, fenced off. And like anywhere, if you respect other people, They respect you. You know what I mean? It's like people have got this image of prison that it's like, oh, doom and gloom and that, and it ain't. It really ain't, man. You can get a good job, you can better your life, you can get onto courses. I mean, in there, I thought, well, I mean, I might as well get my barbering done, and I learned to barber, and now I'm a qualified barber. Do you know what I mean? So they've done all this to bring me down, to cause me animosity and pain. And I took it all with a smile on my face as a blessing, because it's all for the faith. It's all for my faith, and it's all from what I speak, sound doctrine. You know, keep following me, my friends. Keep following me. I know this sounds mad, and you're probably going to think, who's this lunatic? But I can raise the dead. I truly can. Not from the grave, I can't raise dead like zombies, you know, like, I can't do that, don't be asking me to do that. No, but I can help people realise the difference from a corporate ranked fiction, a dead entity, a Mr., Mrs. or Miss, corporate ranked fiction, name, and themselves. And that they can only perform in person rather than be person. Silence is acquiescence. Our govern have us tricked with, they have an old ancient Latin proverb, and it goes, he who remains silent when he ought to have spoken and was able to is taken to agree. So if a representative of the Crown, for instance, asks you, what's your name and date of birth? And you just go, like for me, if I went, oh, Philip Hartley, 18th of 683, to them, you've just agreed because you've said nothing about it. Whereas me, I know that I don't have a date of birth. Mr. Hartley has a date of birth. Like I said, it's two different things. I was born. On the same day I was born, a deed was created that created Mr. Hartley. That's Mr. Hartley's birthday. But I was born. I never claimed to have a birthday. That's why when at court, they get angry with me because they can't ask me what's your name and date of birth, which is the first thing they ask anyone at a court hearing. What is your name and date of birth? They have to ask you, they have to get you to state that you're this name and date of birth. And that's how they fuck us, that's how they get us, because they just think, oh, well, you agree. They just assume that you agree, because you're stating that you've got a date of birth and that you've got a name. See, I know that I'm just a man that can only perform in person. I can only use a name. Yeah, so my silence is wanting through lack of ignorance, my friends. And that gets these judges uptight. See, a judge will never ask you a name and date of birth. They'll always throw someone else under the bus. They'll ask the clerk to ask you for the name and date of birth, my friends. Do you get me? Because they know, and that's why they wear them daft wigs, because they think that it blocks the thoughts from the Lord. Because they're dealing, that's why everyone's in black at a court hearing, because they're dealing with a dead fiction, they're dealing with the dead. And they cannot acknowledge a man at a court hearing because the dead cannot speak to the living. And in their transaction through the Cesque Act, the man is deemed dead lost at sea, and they are only dealing with the corporate fiction, the person, the oration, the spokesperson for the surname. You know, what's this names shit? Forenames, first name, second name. What are you on about? I was just a man called Philip. My mum wanted my attention. She called out, Philip! She went, Philip! And I go, yeah, mum, all right, that's it. That's how she called me. That's how she got my attention. I'm born of the house of Lestrange. The name I used to use was Philip Anthony Lestrange, but I changed that name by deed poll to Philip Anthony Hartley in 2012 when my daughter was born, because my ex-partner would not use the name Lestrange. I had to change the name to the name my grandma used, Hartley, in 2012. So, yeah. I know that sounds crackers, mate. A lot of people, that's why they've diagnosed me with all these mental health things, because I just speak truth, man. I look forward to any response from any representative of any corp based on factual evidence, mate. That's why when a letter comes, a bill, what you call a bill, ching, yeah, when a bill comes through the door, yeah, it's never got It's never got any writing on the envelope. It's just got an envelope with a window on it, with a letter inside it to this Mr. and Mrs. or Miss. And if you go and open that, what are you saying there? So in their eyes, it's how they look at it. It's agreement. You're agreeing that that's you. You're opening it up. What? Return to sender. Not at this address, mate. That's all you got to do, my friends. That's all you got to do, my friends. Smoking and scab over Christmas period. Smoking and scab. I don't know what that is, mate. I had a lovely Christmas dinner. If you scroll down my feed, P Diddy Pip. All right, dude. If you scroll down my feed, you'll see Christmas dinner I enjoyed, mate. It was banging, and I earned it, every penny of it. I claim no benefits whatsoever. 0 benefits. I earn my money. I print my own money. I create my own stickers. Or I do graft, labour, manual labour and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Anyway, do us a favour and take your negativity on another feed, bro. You know? That is not welcome here. It is not welcome here. Add a live goal. There's some stuff here and I don't get what it means and stuff, so. None of the rock sent TikTok universe to, I don't know what that means, right? I have no idea what that means. There's things popping up and because I'm fairly new to TikTok live. I've been using TikTok for a while, but never really bothered going live, alright? How is everyone doing anyway, my friends? How are you all doing? Look at all these things Sky! Oh, thank you, mate. Thanks for sending me all these gifts and stuff, mate. You absolutely made me night. You really have. 6,000 likes on that. Wow. 99 viewers, I think. I've got one message. Is that a comment? Dawson offered to go live together or invite. I don't know. What's the message? Guests. Okay. I don't know how to do. I'm gonna have to learn. I'm gonna have to do some like YouTube videos. You know, watch some YouTube videos of what I'm doing and how I can operate and navigate things, because it's actually a bit of gobbledygook. There's a lot of things here. There is a lot of things here. A lot of things. So some people sent me some live requests. I don't mind. I was wrong in Prison Sky. You're right. I really was, my friend. I truly was. I was in for civil matters with loads of criminals, but they were good people. They were good fellas. There were some horrible people, obviously, but the thing is, in prison, right? A nonce, a paedophile, a rapist are called VPs, which stands for vulnerable prisoners. Can you fucking believe this? Can you believe this? So they're kept on a wing and protected, and they get the best jobs. Now in Doncaster. Hello, I'll accept. Hello, mate.
Oh.
Hello. Hello. How are you doing? You all right?
I'm doing good.
Greetings from the UK. Where are you?
UK.
Oh, whereabouts?
Like near Nottingham.
Oh, Nottingham. Easy, guys. Are you all right? How old are you guys? May I ask?
Waiting.
Yeah. Because I can't really be speaking to children and stuff on here. You know what I mean, my friends. So, but yeah, thank you for the invite sent or whatever you did send. All right. I don't know how to use this. You see, I've been using Facebook Live, but I'm banned. I've got 24 days left on me. 24 days left on my Facebook ban. I put a post up saying shoot your local paedophile, and I must have upset some paedophiles because they
tell them again.
You
shoot paedophile.
Repost that.
I posted a picture saying shoot your local paedophile, and they banned me for 61 days.
Repost that. When you're unbanned, repost that.
What? No, because they'll just ban me again, won't they? I'll put it on. It's on TikTok. It's on TikTok anyway. It's on TikTok.
We'll follow you.
It's on a few other channels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will follow you back, guys. Yeah, anyway, listen, I'm going to sign off anyway because I'm going in a minute because I've got to settle down and crack on for the morning. So you have a great night, all right?
And
thank you thanks for joining the live, and peace be with you, all right?
Peace and love.
How do I turn it off? I
don't know.
Press the X. Have you got the X?
No. I've got an M. I've followed that.
Just swipe the app up, babe.
Okay. I think... Manage. I don't know how to do it, my friends.
Press the button there. It's like in the top corner.
In the top right corner.
Oh yeah, disconnect. Right, you have a great night.
And
yeah,
you.
peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace.
Lovely people. You know, see what I mean? Good people everywhere, man. There are good people everywhere. If you can't find one, then be one, innit? Anyway, I'm going to sign off. All right, guys. Thank you for all the likes, the gifts, the well wishes. You know, everyone that's messaged me during the Christmas time whilst I've been, you know, struggling. Thank you for watching the journey of me. Oh, that's the thing. I'll just clear up with things because people have been messaging me saying, "You're homeless, but you've got a phone and that." It's like, well, yeah, I've got to work. Yeah, I've got to work. I'm homeless, not hopeless, like I've said. Yeah, and someone, you don't look. People look me up and down and gone, "You don't look homeless." I'm like, well, what did describe an homeless man to me? And they just describe a destitute individual on the streets begging for money that they're so used to seeing on a daily basis because our councils are allowing it for some reason. It's a shame, man. So many people are really dying on our streets. If you search the hashtag "No More Deaths on Our Streets" on Facebook and other social media, you'll find a few posts of mine as well, which is an anonymous hashtag, which #OpSafeWinter, hashtag #OpSafeWinter. I just like to help folk. So with these stickers that I've been selling, I've given out £200 even though I'm homeless. Because anyone who buys 5, I'll give them a footy team, and if they win, they get £100, mate. Boom, it's like a scratch card thing. So, peace and love to you all, yeah? I wish you all the best for 2023. Oh, yeah, I forgot. See, I digress. I'm very quick to just go off on a tangent on different things, mate. Sorry. Right, I was staying at this guy's house, a lovely guy, Christian, fellow Christian, and he said, "Help yourself to coffee and milk and stuff and that." And you know, I bought bits and bobs and stuff, and I've got up one morning, I was singing just before Christmas. And he was upset, and he says, "Oh, coffee, milk, and that." And I said, "Well, you did say to help myself." So I said, "No worries, mate." And I went out and I sent him £20. I went out, earned some money. I sent him £20 fruit bank, and he sent me it back. And when I got back to the bungalow, he still had a go at me about the coffee and that. So I was like, "Wow, I'm sorry, mate, but I can't have a Christmas like this." So I got my stuff and I went. I says, "I'm gonna have to leave." And he was very aggressive and very angry. There was 3 of them at the time. 3 of them. There was him and 2 guests, and all 3 of them were giving me a hard time. And I was like, "Wow, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I've not done anything wrong. I'm off anyway." So I don't argue with people and that. I just get the hell out of it. You know what I mean? If people cause me animosity, if they become toxic to my existence and my well-being, then I cut them off. Just like I would if my arm was gangrenous, mate, I would chop it off. You know what I mean? So, you stay peaceful, my friend. Much love. End. How do I end? Here we go. Peace. End.